everyone, welcome back to another session of Talk with Glow. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, good night, wherever you are in the world, whatever time it is, wherever you are. I hope everyone is doing well and having a great weekend. Come back to another time with me, and I hope everyone has subscribed, have liked, and shared the channel and the videos. Thank you for all my subscribers. There's all 59 of you. I am so thankful for that. Thank you for all your support over the last month. I really appreciate it. With no further ado, I want to talk about friendships tonight, and just relationships and friendships in particular. And it can also damage a friendship and, cause real hurt. Are you the kind of person who think you're always right, and is your ego getting in the way of an apology? So sometimes we have our friends, relationships, whatever it is, and we let the ego come in, and it just destroys a good thing a lot of the times. People, what I find is, no one wants to step forward to apologize, spirals and continue, and it's just takes one person to break the ice, to say, hey, what's going on, let's talk, and it changes everything, the dynamic of that friendship. In friendships, it can be difficult to navigate depending on where you are in the friendship, the time, what's going on in your life even, because that can affect friendships at times. And people have different perspective, how they see things, how they view things, and then when you really sit and talk it out, it's really nonsense a lot of the times. And what you thought it was, that's not it. What they thought it was, it's not that. So it's about compromising and respecting that friendship enough to, salvage it. Because, nobody is perfect. No two persons are perfect. And for me, great friendship encompasses all of those things, that time, space, everything. If you have a really good friend or a great friend, someone who's a great friend to you, you sometimes will have a bit of a disagreement, but you find each other back, you get over it, you move past it, you move on. If you need to apologize, don't let ego get in the way of an apology, or thinking that, I need them to come to me first. Don't be too strong-headed or too big-headed or too proud. Don't let the ego get in the way, because a lot of the time it's just people feeding into their egos. From what I find is a lot of people don't want to own, take accountability and own their part in, whatever they've done. And that's so very important, that you take accountability, and don't be too big to apologize if you need to. And the other thing is also telling your friend the truth. Are you someone who just have people around you say yes and agree with everything that you say or everything that you do, even if it goes against, what they believe or, what they know to be true? I don't want people around me who are just saying yes, because, they don't want to hurt my ego. I need to be told the truth, feel it some kind of way. But I'd like to have that mutual where I can tell you the truth and you can equally tell me the truth, and, we're good, we're moving, we're mature people. Because you do have people in their late 30s, 40s, even their 50s, holding on to that ego like some kind of trophy, and just living, guys, just let it go, And don't hold grudges. Just if you have something, just say it and keep it moving. Especially if you've got a really good friend that you value that friendship, you value that relationship. Don't let any stupidity get in the way of that. Just, respect your friend and just keep things moving, guys. I don't have a whole lot of friends. My circle is very, very small. But the people I have around me, I feel comfortable in telling them the truth. And if they ask my opinion on something, and I'm not going to tell them what they necessarily want to hear. I'm going to tell them the truth. And that's important for friendships, that you keep your friends accountable. I had a situation last year where I remember I went abroad with my girlfriend, and at the airport I was just buying everything for everybody, spending all this money, and you've not bought anything for yourself. No, you need to treat yourself. You get that perfume, you want that perfume, get yourself that perfume, get yourself a perfume. you're buying everything for everybody and you've not bought anything for yourself. And when I came out, like, yeah, I thought about it. I'm like, she's right. I like how the way she held me to account. I'm buying for my other half, I'm buying for the kids, but nothing for myself. I'm like, yeah, really appreciated that. So it's important to have friends who can hold you accountable and let you know when you're wrong. When people show you who they are, you have to believe them. So it's about respecting your friends, respecting boundaries, and being able to be honest and open with your friends, letting go of your ego, because you can't be always right. Nobody's ever always right. If you're always right, then something is wrong. You're a problem. So you must be able to accept that actually, okay, in that moment you might have been upset, but if you've not reflected a day, 2, 3, a week later and say, actually I was wrong, I apologize. If you've not done that, then that tells me everything I need to do. You can't always be always right. No, you cannot be always right. If you're fighting to be right with everybody, then that says a lot about you as a person. I mean, none of us are perfect. I'm not perfect, and I've had to apologize to my daughter for things I've done or said, and I don't want to do it, but I recognize that I was out of line there. I need to say sorry. Acknowledging the relationship, respecting that person enough, and be an adult about it. So I just wanted to have a chat about that, guys, to see, have you had those kind of situations where you're caught in the middle, or even you yourself have a big ego. And sometimes, a lot of the times, you find that persons like that, they end up on their own with not many friends because they hurt people along the way. Those kind of people, they hurt people and really destroy great friendships. So eventually they're on their own. You say, I'd rather be alone. I'll stay by myself. No, you're by yourself because you're a selfish person. You're an egotistical person. That's why you'd rather be by yourself, because you've alienated everyone. I don't know if this is making sense to you, but I just thought I'd get that off my chest. Like, comment, share, and subscribe if you've not already done so, because I notice that a lot of people are watching but they're not subscribed. So please subscribe to the channel, help the channel to grow, and I hope to see you on the next one. Thank you. Bye.